Hello and welcome to Judicial Service Exam Coaching. So mock test 5 on the Law of Torts and the Transfer of Property Act held today morning at 9:30 a.m. I'll discuss this paper discussion video in two parts. In first part, I'll discuss the questions of Law of Torts, and in the second part, I'll discuss the questions of Transfer of Property Act. So let's get started. The first question is the basic principle behind action for tort is, the correct option is D. Ubi just ibi remedium. Ubi just ibi remedium means where there is right, there is remedy. And the true foundation of every tort is that law provides remedy for every wrong. And the case of SB versus White established for the first time this principle, that is ubi just ibi remedium. Okay. And the law of tort is said to a development of this maxim. Second question is, what are the two important maxims that explain the concept of legal damage and liability in tort? So correct option is C. Injuria sine damno and damnum sine injuria. So injuria sine damno means legal injury without damage. So legal injury hoy ba legal right violate hoy, damage hok ba no. So that's why injuria sine damno is actionable, because there is a legal injury, legal right eta violate hoy. Damnum sine injuria means damage without legal injury. Damage hoy kintu legal injury nathake. That's why damnum sine injuria is not actionable. So এইটো টাইপৰ question আপোনালোকৰ আহি থাকে প্ৰিলিমছতে হওক বা মেইনছতে হওক, শৰ্ট নোট হয়, লগতে ডিফাৰেন্সটো আপোনালোকে পঢ়ি থব আৰু লিডিং কেছ কোনটো কোনটো সেইটো চাই থব। Question number 3 to 5 ত মই কিছুমান legal reasoning তিনটা দিছো। So আমি first to চাই লও question number 3, violation of a legal right with or without damage gives rise to a tort. So legal right violation হয়, তাত damage হোক বা নহওক, with or without damage, and then it gives rise to a tort. A established a coaching class and charges rupees 10,000 per month. Its neighbor B establishes another coaching class, thereby creating a competition. This forces A to reduce his fees to 5,000 per month. Now the question, can A claim damage from B for the loss caused to him? No, because though there was damage, there was no legal injury. So yet A damage claim koribo nuare, kyono A বিয়ে যদিও কোচিং ইনষ্টিটিউট এষ্টাব্লিছ কৰাৰ ফলত কি হৈছে, এৰ যে কিছুমান ষ্টুডেণ্টে এতিয়া আগতে ধৰক এৰ তাত লৈছিলে কিন্তু এতিয়া বি তাত ল'ল, আৰু বিয়ে নিজৰ ষ্টুডেণ্ট আকৌ বঢ়াবৰ কাৰণে তেওঁৰ যিটো মান্থলি ফিজ 10,000 ৰুপিজ আছিল সেইটো ৰিডিউচ কৰি পেলাই কৰিলে 5,000 ৰুপিজ। ডেফিনেটলি তেওঁৰ এটা লছ হৈছে, অকণ মানিটাৰী লছ হৈছে, কিন্তু ইয়াত এৰ কোনো লিগেল ৰাইট ভায়োলেট হোৱা নাই বা বিয়ে এৰ কোনো লিগেল ৰাইট ইয়াত ভায়োলেট কৰা নাই। ডেটছ ৱাই এ কেনট ক্লেইম ডেমেজ ফ্ৰম বি ফৰ দ্য লছ কজ টু হিম। এনেকুৱা হোৱাহেঁতেন দিল্লীত ৰাজেন্দ্ৰ নগৰ আৰু মুখাৰ্জী নগৰত একেলগে ইমান কোচিং ইনষ্টিটিউট নাথাকিলেহেঁতেন, হয়নে? নেক্সট কুৱেশ্যন, দ্য ডিফেণ্ডেণ্ট ইজ লাইবল only for those consequences which are not too remote from his conduct. ডিফেণ্ডেণ্ট এজন কেতিয়া লাইবল হয়, তেওঁৰ এক্টৰ দ্বাৰা যিবিলাক কনচিকুৱেঞ্চ হয়, ৰংফুল এক্ট এটা ছাপ'জ কৰিলে, যিবিলাক নট টু ৰিমোট, যিবিলাক ধৰক সৰু সুৰা বা কম তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ নট টু ৰিমোট, সেইবিলাকৰ কাৰণে তেওঁ লাইবল নহয়। যিবিলাক চিৰিয়াছ টাইপৰ কিবা এটা কনচিকুৱেঞ্চ হয়, তেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰতে ডিফেণ্ডেণ্ট লাইবল হয়। If the consequence of a wrongful act could have been foreseen by reasonable men, they are not too remote. আৰু যদি তেওঁ wrongful act, suppose তেওঁ কিবা এটা এক্ট কৰিছে, তেওঁ যদি সেইটো ধৰক তেওঁৰ ভাবিব পৰা ক্ষমতা থাকে যে এইখিনি ধৰক ৰিজনেবল মেন এজনে যিখিনি চিন্তা কৰিব পাৰে যে তেওঁৰ কামটোৰ দ্বাৰা কনচিকুৱেঞ্চটো কি হ'ব এইটো কৰিলে, তো তেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰত তাৰ পৰা যিটো ডেমেজ হয়, ইফ দ্য ডেমেজ ইজ নট টু ৰিমোট, অ'কে, তেতিয়াহ'লে কিন্তু তেওঁ লাইবল হ'ব। So আমি এটা ফেক্টটো পঢ়ি চাওঁ। X was busting firecrackers on Diwali on a street near the godown of Y, which was full of expensive goods and other stocks of Y's daughter's wedding ceremony. One of the rockets from X firecrackers somehow landed inside of the godown and started a fire. As the godown was unattended because of Diwali, most of the goods were destroyed in the fire and Y suffered huge losses. Because of the fire, 2 cylinders kept in the godown exploded, and the passerby jet who happened to be near the godown at that time received physical injuries. As a result of the destruction, marriage ceremony had to be postponed and the whole family suffered emotional trauma. While claiming compensation for the goods destroyed as well as the emotional sufferings of himself and his family. Now X liable hobone nohoy. Okay, so here in this case X is liable for the goods destroyed in the fire and the physical and the physical injuries received by Z. So in this given factual situation, X could have reasonably foreseen that fire might burst out because of his burning crackers near the godown and destroys goods and injury persons. The emotional trauma caused to Y due to postponement of marriage, however, was too remote as a consequence of the fire for X to foresee. Hence, here the correct option is B. X is liable for the goods destroyed in the fire and the physical injuries received by Z. Question number 4. A parent is not liable for a tort committed by his/her child except when the parent affords the child an opportunity to commit the tort. Parent সাধাৰণতে চাইল্ডে কৰা টৰ্টৰ কাৰণে লাইবল নহয়, কিন্তু যদি পেৰেণ্টছে তেনেকুৱা এটা অপৰচুনিটি এটা এফৰ্ড কৰে, অ'কে, তেতিয়াহ'লে কিন্তু পেৰেণ্টছ তেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰত লাইবল হ'ব। সেইটোৱে কৈছে প্ৰিন্সিপলটোত। এতিয়া আমি ফেক্টটো চাওঁ। A mother takes her 7-year-old son with her to market. On reaching the market, she starts the car ignition, pulls the handbrake, puts the car in gear. She leaves her son in the car only. The child starts playing with the car. He releases the brakes and pushes the gear lever to neutral. As a result, the car starts moving down the road and runs down a pedestrian. Now the question, what is the liability of the mother? Mother is liable or not? So, বহুতৰে এই দুটা অপশনৰ মাজত অকমান কনফিউজন হ'ব। ফাৰ্ষ্টটো যেনো লাগিব এটো কাৰেক্ট যেন লাগিব বা বিটো কাৰেক্ট যেন লাগিব। কিয়নো এটোত কি বুলি কৈছে? A mother is not liable because she took great care to ensure that the car would remain stationary. Definitely ইয়াত ধৰক মানুহজনীয়ে she starts the car ignition, handbrake to pull কৰি থৈছে and she puts the car in gear. গোটেইখিনি প্ৰিকশ্যন তেওঁ লৈছে। তো তাৰ এইখিনি কথা চালে এনেকুৱা লাগে যে আমাৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট অপশ্যনটো কাৰেক্ট হ'ব। অ'কে, ছেকেণ্ড অপশ্যনটোত কৈছে the mother is liable because she was negligent. Definitely তেওঁ নিজৰ যি ল'ৰাটোক লৈ গৈছে, ল'ৰাটোৰ বয়স হৈছে 7-year-old, but not 1 month বা 2 month বা 6 monthৰ বাচ্চা নহয়, বা 1 year বাচ্চা নহয়, 7-year-old ল'ৰাজনক তেওঁ মাৰ্কেটত লৈ গ'ল। যদিও তেওঁ গোটেইখিনি তেওঁ ধৰক ব্যৱস্থাখিনি কৰিছিলে যে চি চাৰ্জ দ্য কাৰ ইগনিশ্যন, হেণ্ডব্ৰেকডাল টানি থৈছিল, গাড়ীখন গিয়াৰত থৈছিলে, বাট she leaves her son in the car only. Okay, so she affords the child an opportunity to commit the tort. তাৰপিছত চাইল্ড যিহেতু 7 বছৰীয়া এটা ল'ৰা, সি খেলিবলৈ ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিলে, খেলি থাকোঁতে ইটো লাৰিছে সিটো লাৰিছে, ব্ৰেকডাল ব্ৰেকটো ৰিলিজ কৰি দিলে, গিয়াৰটো গিয়াৰটো পুছ কৰি দিলে, তাৰ ফলত কি হ'ল? টৰ্ট এটা কমিট হ'ল। যেহেতু মাকজনীয়ে ল'ৰাটোক কাৰ অকলে এৰি গ'ল, তাৰ ফলত ল'ৰাটোক এটা অপৰচুনিটি এটা ইয়াত এফৰ্ড ৱৰ্ডটো আছে, অপৰচুনিটি এটা এফৰ্ড কৰিলে। That's why here in this case the mother is liable because she was negligent. Question number 6, yes, list 1 at maxim দিছো, list 2 আমি কেছবোৰ দিছো। Okay, so ইয়াত এইবোৰ এতিয়া মেচ কৰিব লাগে। So injurious and damno, SB versus White, damnum san injuria Gloucester Grammar School, strict liability Reliance versus Fletcher, and voluntary non-fit injurious Smith versus Baker. So here the correct option is B, A2, B1, C4 and D3. Question number 7, the main supporter of the theory that it is a law of tort, not law of torts is. So yet hudha hoise je law of tort or supporter kun. So here the correct option is A, that is Winfield. Winfield was the propounder of the theory law of tort, while Selmond was the propounder of the theory law of torts. Okay, law of tort or law of torts, এই দুটাৰ ডিফাৰেন্স তো আপোনালোকে চাব। ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন অফ টৰ্চিয়াছ লাইবিলিটি চেপ্টাৰটো পাব, সেই চেপ্টাৰটোত আপোনালোকে পঢ়িলে হ'ল। Next question, malicious prosecution is a tort intending to protect against abuse of legal proceeding. So A is the correct option. The tort of malicious proceeding is intended to protect a person lodging a criminal complaint without just and proper causes and with malice. Question number 9, the doctrine of master-servant liability relies on the maxim respondent superior. Respondent superior means let the principal be liable and puts the master in the same position as his servant for ascertainment of liability. Next question, doctor-patient relationship is AN, that is fiduciary relationship. Question number 11, which of the following does not fall under the defense of act of God? Very easy question, that is riots. Quid facet per alium facet per se means act of agent is the act of principal. So option B. So the principal vicarious liability of agent and principal is based on this maxim quid facet per alium facet per se. Duta maximor upor depend kore. One is this quid facet per alium, another is respondent superior. Question number 13. Which of the following rules are essentially related to contributory negligence? Contributory negligence to upore bahut questions ahi thake. Negligence logote contributory negligence chapter to bhalke pohibo. So here the correct option is last opportunity rule. A rescue kesor khetrot contributory negligence applicable nohoy. Question number 14. Publication of defamatory statement is in a transient form. In a transient form, that is slander. Okay, slander is an act of defamation through spoken words or gestures. Question number 15. When a statement is prima facie innocent but is a latent and secondary defamatory, meaning it is known in legal terms as innuendo. So jeti innuendo to prove to when innuendo is proved, words which are not defamatory in the ordinary sense, sibila ordinary sense or defamatory je nalage, become defamatory and therefore actionable. Question number 16. Which of the following cases first recognized the rule of absolute liability in India? So the correct option is C. MC Mehta versus Union of India. So in MC Mehta's case, this theory was given by Honorable Chief Justice P.N. Bhagawati. Okay. Question number 17. Which of the following is not an essential for strict liability? So strict liability kuntu essential nohoy yat hudha hoise. Okay. A dangerous objects brought by a person on this land, this is an essential. Okay. So escape of the dangerous object from the land, this is also an essential. Escape of the dangerous objects due to the fault of the keeper, this is not an essential for strict liability, because strict liability based on the principle no fault theory. Okay, strict liability does not require fault on the part of the keeper of the dangerous object for fixation of liability. So here the correct option is C. Question number 18. The term signtear is related to which one of the following signboards? Trespasser will be prosecuted, no parking, bear of dogs, and no admission without permission. Permission to yat thakibo lage tada hikol. Okay, so it's related to D, bear of dog. This is this signboard. Okay, why? Because the signtear rule is related to the liability for animals. The term signtear generally means the knowledge as to animals' dangerous nature. Question number 19. Which one of the following statement is not correct? Kuntu statement yet correct nohoy ami choose koribo lage. Okay. So public nuisance is a crime, whereas private nuisance is a civil wrong. It will correct hoy. An action for damage lies in respect of a private nuisance, but not in respect of public nuisance. Generally, this is also correct. An action for damage cannot lie in respect of a public nuisance, even if the plaintiff has sustained a special damage. This statement is wrong. Kyono public nuisance or khetrot plaintiff এজনে ড্যামেজ ক্লেইম কৰিব পাৰে যদি তেখেতৰ কি হয় স্পেসিফিক বা স্পেশাল ড্যামেজ এটা হয় কিন্তু ইয়াত কি কৈছে যে অ্যাকশন ফৰ ড্যামেজ cannot lie বুলি কৈছে even if the plaintiff has sustained a special damage. Okay, so in public nuisance, if the plaintiff can prove that he has sustained a special damage extra than the general public, he can claim for damages. Okay, and public nuisance when actionable by private person বুলি আছে তাত কেটামান কন্ডিশন দিছে. Okay, so সেই কন্ডিশন বোৰ আপোনালোকে পঢ়ি লব. So সেইবোৰ হৈছে specific damage, injury must be substantial, and the injury must be direct, not merely consequential. Okay, so সেইটো আপোনালোকে পঢ়ি লব, তাত তিনিটা কন্ডিশন দিয়া আছে. Question number 20. The rule in Reed versus Fletcher does not apply when the escape is due to with measure আৰু কিছুমান তাত এক্সেপশ্যন দিয়া আছে সেইবোৰ আছে plaintiffs on fault plaintiffs consent বা third party interference সেই গোটেইবিলাক পঢ়ি ল'ব কোন কোন ক্ষেত্ৰত এপ্লাই নহয় next question number 21 the rule of last opportunity was laid down in that is Davis versus Mann. Question number 22 the doctrine of contributory negligence does not apply to rescue cases the statement is yes that the statement is true. Question number 23 as per which theory of negligence negligence is a particular kind of conduct. So there are two rival theories about the nature and definition of negligence. One is subjective, another one is objective. So it is kuntu theory mote negligence is a particular kind of conduct. So here the correct option is C. As per objective theory, negligence is not a particular state of mind or form of mens rea, but a particular kind of conduct. Okay. Next question, test to determine remoteness of damages are দুটা test দিয়া আছে হেতু হৈছে এটা হৈছে test of reasonable force and another one is test of directness. Okay, 1 and 3. So it correct option hobo D, 1 and 3. And the last question, malice in law means that is A, wrongful act done intentionally but without just cause or excuse. So etu asile amar ekhini asile amar law of torts or 25 questions. Jehetu mock test 5 to ami combine ke korisu law of torts and transfer of property. So law of torts or 25 questions ase aru transfer of property 25 questions ase. Aru next video tut moi transfer of property questions pur discuss kori asu. Thank you.